I just want to address that I'm in the back of my car at night because I really wanted to get this video recorded, and I just want to also thank Dom for coming out here, like, at the drop of a hat to help me set all this up. You've probably already guessed from the title, but this video is about something that happened last week. At the time that I'm recording this, it's nighttime and everything. It's literally current, okay? This happened yesterday, but because I make these videos come out Saturday, I seem very irrelevant right now. But I'm kind of hoping the drama keeps up until now. Just off the bat, this, I personally support PewDiePie, so if you don't and you've stumbled upon this for whatever reason, you should probably click off because it's definitely not. I want to speak about PewDiePie getting kicked out, fired, dropped. PewDiePie getting dropped by Disney. So if you have been living under a rock, or if you don't know, PewDiePie is the biggest YouTuber in the world, or the biggest YouTuber on YouTube as well, and he's with a network called Maker. Maker is a MCN, I don't know, multi-channel network, is that what that means? That's owned by Disney, who only bought it like a couple of years ago, to be fair. And yeah, they dropped PewDiePie because he made some questionable content, let's call it. It was funny though, it was purely comical, yeah, basically. Anti-Semitic. PewDiePie went onto this website called Fiverr, and from what I got, the video was about how you can pay people on the internet to do anything, and how it was kind of low of a website like Fiverr to be making money out of such things. Like, they literally, apparently they started off just as like an art website or just as a video website, and slowly branched out to anything, and that kind of caused all this to happen.
I like the editing.
Subscribe to Keemstar.
But if that's the only bit of the video you've seen, it does look pretty bad. This multi-million subscriber YouTuber preaching, you could say, or, you know, making a joke of such, if you've taken it out of context, a bit like the Wall Street Journal. Now, just a second, to me, I don't really catch up on the news. I'm actually completely not really clued up on the whole situation because I don't really read the news, but for the Wall Street Journal to report on this, it must have been the slowest news day ever. And the way I see YouTube and PewDiePie, it's kind of not the real world. I think people know that as well. And when you start treating it like the real world, then it becomes a problem. And it's kind of impeded freedom of speech on YouTube. For me as well, like, I mean, I kind of censor myself a lot because I don't really know what audience I'm reaching out for right now. You know, I'm very young in the YouTube community, as in, I'm this fucking big, alright? He's the most subscribed person on YouTube. He didn't ask for that, but once you've got that snowball effect of, like, you know, once you are the most subscribed, you're probably going to stay that guy for a while. Especially as, like, such a massive difference between him and the next guy or girl. Get away from the whole anti-Semitic thing just for a split second and just look at the fact that they're saying, oh, he's the most subscribed person on YouTube. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you got. His videos get like 6 million views. He's not the most viewed person on YouTube, or he might currently be, but like, he's not the most popular, I'd say, because there's people that get more views than him every single video. Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, all them, you know, again, I know they're set by the same network, but they get the same sort of views. But because they've got less subscribers, would that make this situation a much better situation for them? I don't know. I feel like Disney is making an example out of PewDiePie, just saying, the same way YouTube made an example out of hundreds of YouTubers when they just decided to cut monetizing videos for saying the word fuck. It's the same sort of thing, they're just making an example out of him, and I think it's gone bad for them, personally.
Like, if PewDiePie censored all his content, he'd literally have the most tame content on the fucking...
And you can't have that, it doesn't exist. Not even on TV does it exist. I mean, look at how many views Disney Channel gets compared to fucking PewDiePie, who, like, my thing with PewDiePie is that he now has an audience. The people that watch him for the videos he makes, including me, including Dom. They're funny. In my opinion, they are funny. And not at one point in that video does he say, oh, by the way guys, this is a really good idea. You know, you should do this. And followed up by subscribe to Keemstar. Everyone knows that subscribing to Keemstar is a bad idea as well. So it just goes hand in hand. The context of the video originally was to expose Fiverr for how, like, demeaning it is. It's not demeaning if you're advertising yourself. I've actually used Fiverr before, a long time ago. What I got out of it wasn't worth ever putting on YouTube, but yeah. So, yeah. the fact that you can just pay someone $5 to do anything on the internet just proves how like crazy the world we live in today is. And that's kind of put in context in his video anyway.
But anyway, Fiverr now has decided that this kind of work is not enough. They need more. So they've expanded into pretty much fucking everything.
And to second that as well, as if these guys didn't know what they were saying, I know they were just innocent people that just made this video for the customer, but as a professional, and even though you're advertising yourself on a $5 website, you still are technically a business, you're supposed to know what you're talking about. And for someone to just randomly message you and say, oh, can you make a video that says blah, 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 as if that's not gonna get put on the internet somewhere. Like, what the hell do you think that's for? Google it. And one thing I noticed, by the way, which is just maybe just me blowing things out of the water, but in the video, when PewDiePie writes the message, he writes it all in lowercase letters, and they managed to write it all in caps on the sign. And I know that's like looking into it way too much. They probably just said what's E, capital E, but you'd have to type that somewhere surely and just realise that it looks wrong. All in capitals. The word kill and Jews goes across many different languages, including a bunch of people that were able to A, write a massive statement about it, and B, set up a whole page begging for money to do these things, as if they didn't know what the words kill and Jew means. This video is going to be all over the place, so please forgive me. Disney, right? Walt Disney himself was anti-Semitic, and very well known for it as well. Google it, you know, there's loads on it. And in my opinion, that doesn't represent Disney the brand. Because times have changed, fair enough, I understand that. But if that was the case, they should have shut down a long time ago. And if Walt Disney himself didn't represent Disney as a company, then how has some random guy on the internet, who, by the way, people didn't really know was even associated with Disney, like my girlfriend didn't know, she's pretty hot on YouTube.
I didn't even know.
Dom didn't know that he was associated with Disney. The only reason I knew he was associated with Disney and Maker was because I actually joined Maker like a year ago. You know, maybe Disney should make a personal statement about Walt Disney being the way he was, because there's enough accounts for it that, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, if PewDiePie as an individual represents the whole of Disney, as if someone watched PewDiePie and saw him say that thing for, oof, this must reflect badly on Disney. What are they thinking? What are they? Massive shares gone. I guarantee there wasn't a share change. I want to quickly segue into the Scare PewDiePie thing. They're cancelling season 2, which to me is just stupidly retarded. Like, there's no other word for it. You've completely made a show. You've probably almost edited the show. You've flown people out. You've paid money. It just, if anything, it makes Disney look bad for cancelling it because how much money they put into it in the first place. If you watch Felix's vlogs from the time, it actually completely stressed him out as a content creator. I don't think he thought it was going to be as hard as it was. And yeah, he had a really hard time doing it. They flew people out there, like I say, and a lot of people made a lot of effort to be on it. And just because the name PewDiePie is now apparently really fucking bad, yeah, no one wants anything to do it. I mean, the worst thing they can do is it going to cost Disney any money to click upload? Like, in all seriousness, they've spent the money now. They've spent the majority of it. They might as well finish editing it all off, and hopefully people will watch it. But I can see that it's got an audience and that his dedicated fans would pay to watch it. And to me, it is, again, just really stupid. Unless it was YouTube that paid for it instead of Disney, I'm not actually completely sure on that fact. Thanks, Tom. But yeah, either way, I can almost guarantee whoever made the decision to not run the show, A, wasn't thinking about how much money they'd make, because let's face it, they probably would make some money back from it, and B, had no experience of being on set or anything to do with the Scare PewDiePie thing, or even knows the real guy himself. The final thing I want to talk about, because it's getting really uncomfortable and there's been no structure to this video.
Say final one more time.
Final. Is this Wall Street Journal thing again. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to that really quickly because they played a bit in the PewDiePie's a dick montage of where he's sitting, and it's so funny to me. I don't know why it's funny, but he's sitting and he's just casually watching Hitler do a speech, and he's dressed up as a soldier. Anyway, they took it out of context completely, and the video was originally about PewDiePie being called racist by random news articles, and it seems really stupid and kind of like they're shooting themselves in the foot that they've taken a clip out of that very video that's literally entitled "I'm Racist" and starts with
PewDiePie says YouTube is killing his channel because he's white. Okay, clearly another fake Oh! PewDiePie, more like PewDieWine. Got roasted.
But yeah, apparently they've like, it made it sound like they've completely demonetized all of his videos, but they haven't. I mean, when you read deeper into it, it's just like, yeah, they've severed ties by demonetizing these 3 videos. Just like, again, probably blown out of proportion. And even I don't even know the fact of that.
I just want to point out just a button here. That is, how have you been doing that?
Look
That is
straight,
fucking
if
bright.
you look straight at the lens.
PewDiePie, I think this has hit him like bad. He hasn't even uploaded a video.
I know, yeah, I saw
This
that.
is just me following the seat.
And I genuinely, I was pretty saddened by that, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think money is important on YouTube, but the fact that he has made millions, let's face it, that's a fact. He could have turned away from YouTube ages ago because, like, a millionaire, why would you want to be sitting in front of a computer making videos all day?
He's definitely passionate about his content.
Because you love it, that's why you do it. Yeah, 100%. So for that to, you know, for him to carry on doing that shit, you can just tell he likes doing it. He doesn't have to do it anymore. And maybe this is an open opportunity for him to get out. So yeah, if you're offended by something you see on the internet that's not illegal, or maybe a joke, just ignore it. Just cross off of it. If you don't like someone, don't go out of your way to watch their content to hate them and find problems. Because it doesn't, I mean, whoever found that offensive, what, apart from Wall Street Journal, they've obviously made loads of bank out of ads and shit, but like, what do people get out of it? I just don't understand. It's irrelevant news to me, and I think it just sparks up this whole thing. Like, look, someone with 12 subscribers is making a video that's ranting about something that's got nothing to do with them, and it's probably never going to affect me ever, because it's just not. But I think it's important to get your feelings out there, because I don't know, it's just important to support who you want to support.
I think they're just doing it so they can get people who don't really watch YouTube to be like, YouTube is basically
that
all
was the
about
thing.
this racism and horrible stuff, when YouTube really, I'm pretty sure the majority of it is a pretty nice place.
Yeah,
And
I mean, even the PewDiePie thing is just like, oh,
it's fucking stupid.
it's dead stupid. I've actually had a conversation with someone at work about this situation, and she definitely doesn't watch YouTube. Like, I know that she doesn't watch YouTube, and she knows that I watch YouTube all the time. Doesn't know how to do it. But she literally said to me, oh, isn't that really famous guy on YouTube like an actual racist now? It's just like, whoa, no. And I don't know, a little bit of me doesn't want people to think that. I know my little video isn't going to make a difference in the world, but Jesus, it's just something, he is innocent. So I'm going to wrap it all up there. I'm sorry this is a massive ramble and it's going to take so long to edit, because I literally recorded for 30 minutes straight, almost. Again, literally, please subscribe to Dom if you've seen this. Also subscribe to me, by the way, if you didn't subscribe to me. Dom was trying to go to sleep, and I called him and said, dude, I don't have time to edit this video any time in the week. We need to go out and make it right now. And he said no. and I begged him, and he came out. And I needed Dom the most, because to power this light in this pitch black situation, there probably won't be many more videos like this, but if there are, it'll be thanks to Dom. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, hit thumbs up. If you like my videos, go and hit subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit. Don't forget to subscribe to Dom right here, please. Subscribe to, he's a nice guy. Subscribe to me down here and watch this video. I don't really know what it is, because you never know until you put it there.
It's going to be the vlog of me operating my car. That's a good
It's
one.
going to be the vlog of me